It's a scene few could have predicted even a week ago. Brothers once divided, now brothers in arms. The Fab Four reuniting for the first time in 2 years to greet mourners outside Windsor Castle.
Thank you for coming down stage.
Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being here.
Grief has a way of healing old wounds, and it seems even the public were willing to forgive Harry and Meghan for turning their backs on royal life.
Yeah, very humble. Yes, both of them.
I think it was really nice that they were out with William and Kate.
Good to see them all together, you know.
Yeah.
They're still human, you know, it must have been incredibly difficult.
Yeah. So that's a real olive branch, I would say, from Prince William personally to Harry and Meghan.
The new king, too, extended an olive branch in His Majesty's first speech.
I want also to express my love for Harry and Meghan as they continue to build their lives overseas.
When we look at what they've been through as a couple in the past few years, that is an acknowledgement that things are moving forward.
He seems to be attempting to draw a line under the bitterness that we have seen in recent months and years.
But not everyone was sold, this mourner snubbing Meghan as she walked past. Some royalists sceptical about the display of happy families.
I don't think the band's getting back together.
No!
I think this is a move in the right direction, but if they were the Beatles, I think they're going their own way.
So is this just a temporary truce or a right royal reset?
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm joined now by UK correspondent Lucy McDonald for more insight into all of this. Lucy, what do you think it would mean if these two warring couples could actually put aside their differences? What would it mean for the future of the monarchy now?
Well, I think it would definitely strengthen it. I mean, it's awful for King Charles to have his sons warring. And we know that he himself fell out with Harry for a while. Apparently, the walk around we saw in Windsor yesterday, we knew it was an edict from the King, that he wanted it to happen. But actually, behind the scenes, according to one royal expert, there was a 45-minute phone call around the negotiations, around what looked like a very natural, unconstructed walk. But I thought the body language of the walk was quite interesting because you had William and Kate looking very formal, slightly apart, but then you had Harry and Meghan very welded together, holding each other's hands, perhaps, supporting each other emotionally. But what would it mean for the family? It could only be good news.
Who do you think would have been most resistant if there was a 45-minute meeting about it? Who do you think was feeling most unsure about doing this?
I don't know. I mean, there's so much that's gone on between those two brothers that I think there's a lot of grievance and hostility and disappointment because they were so close, remember? If you think about this big state funeral that's going to be happening next Monday, then it does remind me of the death of their mother when we saw them walking behind the coffin. And to have gone from that to this is tragic for any family.
Well, from one sticky royal situation to another, let's discuss Prince Andrew, because there are reports that he's feeling that he will be unprotected with the Queen's passing. What do you think Charles and William will do with Prince Andrew from here?
Well, the Queen's favourite son, I'd say he's pretty unprotected. Already he's had, most of his royal duties, all of his royal duties stripped off him. It was interesting in Balmoral yesterday during that family walk around because he kind of seemed to lead the pack. He was walking ahead with his two daughters. I'm sure that perhaps wasn't arranged. That was something that happened naturally. But I don't think he'll be brought back into the fold. Absolutely not. We're hearing all the time, before Charles became king, that he wants a slimmed-down monarchy. I don't think there'll be a place for Andrew in that. But again, when the funeral happens on Monday, what will be his role? It'll be interesting to see.
Interestingly, his eldest daughter, Beatrice, has had an elevation in her role. Even though she won't be part of that sort of inner circle of seven, she's been elevated.
Well, I think they're trying to fill the gaps left by Harry and Meghan. So we've also seen, Edward and Sophie stepping up a bit. And that's happened, as the Queen stepped down from duties and King Charles, Charles as he was then, stepped up. So they are, I think, looking around for reliable royals to kind of fill that gap. But I don't think it will be Andrew.
All right, Lucy McDonald, always great to get your insight on what is turning out to be an absolutely beautiful day here at Buckingham Palace. And the crowds, as you can possibly see, Hamish, are definitely building.
Lucy, thank you so much for your reporting tonight. Really appreciate that.